Hello Intuitors, it's Aria here and welcome to the Intuit Cafe. My plan in the weeks and the months ahead is to release a weekly reading by the sign of the zodiac, and in that reading I'll start out with a card spread that will give me like kind of a story, what the situation is, and then I'll be asking what are the blocks, what are the things that are preventing this situation from moving forward. Then at the end of that, you're going to have the opportunity to choose from 4 different action outcomes that might be the possible guidance for you at this time. And this is where I really am excited about giving you the opportunity to learn and hone your own intuition, to pick a reading that will either at that time help you know what's the best course of action to take or what's a course of action to avoid. Another way that you can use the readings at the end is if you're watching it and you're wondering what someone of that sun sign might end up doing at that time, then you can set the intention that whatever reading that you're guided to watch will be the most likely action or outcome that they take at this time, and it can kind of give you some insights on how things might progress in the future. So the way I view divination and utilizing your intuition to find or divine the kinds of information that are brought forth in readings like this is that basically once the reading is created, it's in the collective consciousness to an extent. And it has a specific frequency based on whatever it contains. So whatever frequency you yourself are tuned into at that time is like a certain trajectory. It's the direction that you're headed. And I really believe that as time goes on and you start learning how to tune into your own intuition, you truly will have the opportunity to attract the reading that has the most pertinent information for you at that time. And the same thing also works if you're watching this reading in regards to someone else. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, so this whole scenario really matches up to I know what's happening, but I don't have any control over what actions they take. And then you're asking your higher knowing to show you the reading that has the most likely match to where their frequency is at this time. And that's why you can end up getting a message that will be predictive of their next move. That rather than just saying, here's a general reading for everybody, it's saying, here's a starting point for everyone who's watching. If that starting point doesn't match up for you at this time, then maybe go watch a different sign of the zodiac, maybe your moon or your rising sign. But if it does resonate with you at this time, then you have the opportunity to pick the action or the outcome that are most in tune with where your trajectory is headed based on the frequency you're at. Now, without any further ado, let's get right into today's reading. Hello, Taurus. So here's your reading for this week, and I have just some really great things here to show you. First of all, it's just a very positive spread all around. So if we get to the end of it and you're like, well, none of that applies to me, then I would think that you can set the intention that the actions and outcomes suggested at the end of this reading will be ones that will help you bring this into your, into your experience. If this does resonate with you, then that's awesome. Another thing you can always do is watch one of the other signs, your moon, your rising, or your Venus as well. So first of all, the anchor, the rider, the sun, the book, and the flowers are what showed up here. And the anchor and the rider talk about really good news is coming. So I do feel like for a lot of you, everything that's about to unfold in this scenario here, whether it's this week or in the upcoming weeks for you, it's maybe not fully evident yet, and that's because you have some news or something is going to be coming to you that ends up, revealing it. So that's what this anchor and rider is about. Your good news. There's also a lot of momentum for completing projects, or like you're on a path already. The rider and the anchor together talk about being on a path. It is the right path. It's in the right direction, and it also says to just stay on it, because the anchor is about being really stable, secure, steady, sure. Not go anywhere. It's not time to make any big decisions to go in different directions. You're really on the path already. You're headed in the right direction, and if you stick to it, then you have a very positive outcome here. With the sun being in the center, it influences the entire spread, which really means that your future is bright and you're achieving things. You have a lot of creativity and things are just going well, or they will be soon if you're on the path already for that to happen is what I'm saying. So the book and the flowers are really, again, another nice message. It talks about some kind of education or information, perhaps whether it's self-directed, if you're just, doing a lot of researching and reading and things like that for self-improvement, or just on your own, or whether it's some kind of, maybe you're learning something new like photography, or you're getting into learning a divination tool like studying tarot or Lenormand or something. Whatever this kind of study is, it's really bringing you a very rewarding, it's very rewarding in and of itself, and then it also is going to bring a rewarding outcome, and you're really enjoying it. And also it's just suggesting the lighthearted approach to learning is advised. So if you have something you have to learn, or that you're being kind of required to learn, then maybe going about it in the or more lighthearted way will achieve better results. Let's see, the book and the writer together, they're talking about some kind of information that comes to light, because the book is about secrets or things that are not known, and then the writer it's coming in. So something gets revealed that you didn't know. And it could even be about like a, secret admirer or something like that. It also does talk about a new direction. Now, I know the anchor was saying to stay in the direction that you're in, that you're headed in the right direction, but that right direction also could include something new coming in to continue on that right direction path. So it is possible that something new comes in, or perhaps even setting new goals that you don't fully know yet, or you're not fully aware of. You're on the right path, you're not even necessarily fully aware of what that right path is at this time, but it will come to you. The sun and the book together talk about that. The anchor and the flowers is really, again, just about this assurance of success. It says that your efforts are going to pay off, and you have like a deep sense of pride and accomplishment and fulfillment in whatever you're doing. If it's about a relationship, then your relationships feel stable and secure at this time. And it also does say, though, that if you've been inflexible, and because the anchor can actually talk about being really so stuck in your ways that there's no flexibility, where the flowers are all about creativity and just, letting yourself flow, and being, like letting your creative juices flow, then it also does talk about not being too stuck in your ways, and like being flexible to allow for some, different things into your life. That's kind of some advice there. So let's see what areas each of these show up in. The anchor is in the house of the child, which means that there is some like new, fresh perspective, or something new about being so solid in that path. So it does feel to me like a lot of you, this might just be around the corner, or it's coming in new if you haven't experienced it already. And then we have the writer in the house of a woman. This could be you, or it could be somebody you're connected with, some information, a message that is coming to you about some person. So we can have that secrets are involved, or information that you don't know yet will be revealed through this message, because the message is revealing. So this book represents information you don't know yet, or secret knowledge, or wisdom, but the messenger brings it to light. And it could have something to do with this woman. She may be the one that brings you this information and knowledge. She might even bring you this information and knowledge on how to be more lighthearted and happy and creative, like this creative energy that, we have. The sun is all about creativity as well, and she helps bring that in. The sun is in the house of the garden, which does just talk about being outside and spending time outside. But then the garden also is about a meeting place or social place, social gatherings outside is really indicated here. So just encouragement to spend as much time outside as possible, and then also getting together with other people. The book is key. So that information, what you don't know that is coming to light, is going to be key in some way in all of this whole picture. And then the flowers are in the house of the fish. The fish is about finances, so then again, it's just assuring, like, kind of big blessings and good things happening in the financial picture for you at this time. So with the action and outcome now, as you set the intention for which of the action outcome videos to watch, like I said before, perhaps if this is really not in your picture yet, then what you're really going to want to know is what should I do to help, like, get this all to start flowing, and in order to be in this flow. And just thank you so much for watching my channel and stay around for messages on a daily basis as well as weekly, and we'll talk to you soon.